Welcome everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday Museday. I'm Kalani. Nice to see all of you. Let's say hello and see who's here. Alex is here. Welcome. And Bill, Roseanne, of course. Welcome. Charlie and Sue. Welcome back. Tom, thank you. Tom Fox, Super Chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Cornelius is here. Welcome. And Rebecca. And I think I'm all caught up. All right. Awesome. Nice to see everybody. At least your names and emojis. How are you guys doing? Today is, I decided today is the theme would be to chill out. Because it's so hot here, you guys. I mean, I know it's probably hotter other places, but it's really hot today. And so I'm trying to stay in a chilled mind state. And a chilled state of mind, a chilled state of mind. Let me get that right. So because I can't run my AC when the show's going on, so I've been blasting it up until the show starts. And then I just hope that it doesn't heat up in my little studio here, and I can bear it. So that's why I'm keeping a chilled state of mind. All right. So that's kind of the theme. I hope you guys are enjoying the music so far. We're just vibing out today. Yes, chilling out is a great thing, says Sue. I agree. So let's keep on chilling. You guys are welcome to, if you want, like hum along, sing along, play, tap, dance, whatever. Not tap dance. Well, you can if you want. You could tap or dance or tap dance. Whatever you want to do. This is for you guys. So we'll continue. All right, welcome. All right, folks. Are you guys chilled out yet? Right here, I think my neighbor's talking out on the side. Welcome back to the beginning. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that was, I hope that was meditative for you, as it was for me. Yeah, so let me go over some of the instruments I'm using. I like to acknowledge all of the manufacturers, the brands, the makers, craftspeople. I think it's super important. And you guys might be curious, especially those of you who are kind of tuning in for the first time. I think, Kenneth, this might be your first time here, so welcome. Let's go over some of the instruments. So right here we have the space drum, which is a kind of hand pan, right? Some of you might know this as a hung drum or hung drum type instrument. Hung is actually a brand name, so we usually call these the hand pan. And this is made by Metal Sounds, which is a French company, and they're available through weplaywelltogether.com. There's links. I put links to most of the sponsors and some other good stuff in the description, so you can check these down there. Everybody that I'm going to talk about right now, their stuff is in the links below. We also had from Metal Sounds and We Play Well Together, we had the Elements tank drum or steel tongue drum. And this is a small one. And by the way, this handpan's in D minor, and so is this instrument. This is part of the Aqua series from weplaywelltogether.com. And also, it's also called the Baby Zenko or Little Zenko drum. Zenko is what Metal Sounds calls their steel tongue drum. So that's another thing. You can see that there's different notes on there. And then, wow, I have a trend going here. And then from the same distributor, which is We Play Well Together, we also had this instrument, which is they call this the Tinkatong, and it's a tongue drum, a wooden tongue drum. You can see the slots or tines or tongues in there. Also in D minor because it's part of the Aqua set, the Aqua series. So if you go there to We Play Well Together and you want to know what instruments will play well together, they've already done that homework for you. They've already sorted it all out and put it in groups. You can mix and match, of course, but they've already separated them all and grouped them. So if you order like the Aqua set, it's all done. Like, you know they're all going to work together, including the Koshi chime. This is another instrument that they distribute. I know it sounds like an infomercial, right? But it's all good stuff. Yes, Roseanne said, also known as the baby turtle. These guys. The baby turtle. It's like Robo Turtle, huh? Ultra Turtle. This is a Koshi chime, and I used this one last week. These are really nice. A little caveat on these, I think they do have these in A440 now, but this is an A32. Is it 32? Yeah. Or 432, not A32. 432. I usually use 440 tuned. I'm confusing myself. Too many terms and numbers. So A440 is usually where I have my instruments tuned, but I think at the time I got this, the Koshi chimes are only available in a 432 tuning, so it's not exact. But did you guys notice? No, you didn't, because it's only 8 cents off. It's like it's like a quarter tone maybe, or an eighth of a tone. It's not much flatter the 432 than the 440. But I just wanted to let you know that is what I have. That's the Koshi chime. Also available from We Play Well Together. What isn't available from We Play Well Together up here? Well, we have the Native American style flute. This is a bass flute in D. And this is a Pat Heron flute. Unfortunately, Pat did get injured and he's no longer making flutes. As far as I know, he might be back. I don't know. So don't take my word for it, but a lovely D minor flute. And it's a D bass, and then we have congas, bongos. The bongos are back. Did you guys notice? The bongos are back, baby. I haven't cranked them up yet, but I will do a video about the new head I put on here, because I can't believe it, you guys. If it holds up, it's going to be great because I got 2 heads for like $16 or something. And I know there's some controversy about Amazon. I was just trying to get bongo heads, and I saw these heads on there, and I thought, well, for 16 bucks, why not try them? And so I just put one on. To be honest, I'll just tell you right now, it's fine. It's a little thinner than I would probably use normally, and I think it's a goat skin. It said like faux bison or faux cow. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is. To be honest, it seems like an animal skin, but I'm not sure it is. I think it might be some sort of hybrid something. Anyway, I'm just happy to have the bongos working. But the real test is going to be, can I crank it? You know, can I crank it hard, and will it hold up for a while? Yes, as Cornelia said, the bongo guy is back in business. Yeah, I kind of miss the bongos, right? I mean, that head was broken for what, weeks, and I kind of missed it. So that voice is back now. We also have the congas, and I've got the cajon down here, and this cajon is a Kopf percussion cajon, K-O-P-F, Kopf, handmade in Atlanta, down in Georgia, or near Atlanta. So check those guys out, Kopf cajons. And what else? Yeah, we had another item from We Play Well Together, and that's the kalimba that goes with also the aqua, and it's the aqua because it has a little blue dot here. And I was using the handpan as a resonator. See, if I touch it. I was trying to find the best spot. Oh, that's not bad there. So you gotta experiment, but yeah, if you guys have wow. If you put a kalimba like this, like especially these solid ones, these solid wood ones, you could put it on a drum or table or a box or a handpan or something. Just be careful. Make sure you're using your own equipment. You know, if it's an alternative or non-traditional thing you're doing with the instrument, make sure you ask permission or let somebody know, or just don't do that on other people's instruments. This is another good reason to own your own stuff. But this is is a little kalimba, also from We Play Well Together in the aqua set. So I mean, I think I'm using almost everything from that set. And welcome, David is here. Welcome. And anything else? Did I put anything else in there? I think that was about it. I had a little bit of voice going. Oh. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. When you hear this, like, it could be good or it could be bad. I don't know. Today it's good. We're chilling. I kind of want to save this, right? Like I think we could just go to this at any point. And we would just, especially, that's especially good if you didn't, or if somebody tells you something and that's kind of surprising, like you didn't know, and then you could be like, you know, you should keep this with you at all times is what I'm saying. Alex is like, that sounds like something you would hear at a sacrifice ritual. Well, I'm sacrificing my comfort right now for you guys, so. And David said it sounds Mongolian. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose, yeah, it does kind of sound like the Mongolian overtone singing, which, you know what? That would be a chill thing to do. I got my Bowron out over here. I wonder if it's still kind of on a D. Let me see. Ooh, kind of close. You know what? I'm going to tune this up because my tuning dealie is right over there. And we're going to use that, and we're going to do the frame drum, and we're going to do some overtone singing, you guys. And I'll tell you how to do it, and then maybe we can do it together. You guys can practice it. And that is a very chill thing to do because it also involves deep breathing. We'll get to that later. For now, you know, we're still chilling. But actually, the clock is ticking. So let's get to the next segment of the show. I think that was all the instruments. So let's do this right now.
Guess the sound!
Okay, now, this is, I don't know, this is going to be interesting. This actually is a very simple, well, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm just going to play it. Now, you can just guess, what is that? What is that? And again, I realize some of these sounds don't come across the same, you know, over the interwebs, but I don't know. I think you can hear what it is. One more time. So Alex is in with the first guess. I'm sorry, it's not a kabasa. Good guess though. See, and the reason I picked this today is because I think it sounds like a lot of things, but it is a specific thing. Cornelius, that is an excellent guess, but it's not exactly. And Roseanne used the Hawaiian name. Not exactly. It's close, but it's a little different. And I will tell you, it's not like necessarily an official, culturally specific instrument. It's something casual. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but it's just, you guys got to just move a little over, little over. I have some puili around here somewhere. Okay, Roseanne got it. All right, that's it, Roseanne. Yes, very simple. Bundle of sticks. And Dave said old typewriter. It does kind of sound like that, right? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, so today the sound is just a bundled sticks, which, by the way, I'm just going to correct the Vic Firth Corporation and Emil Richards. They did call these puilis, which is actually not even... Puili sticks is what the instrument is called in Hawaiian, puili. But that's a piece of bamboo that's been cut into slats, like cut, right? And do I have it here? It might be inside. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's where I should have brought it out, right? This is just bundled like garden stakes. So it's not really puili, even though they called it puili. It has the same type of sound. The puili is it kind of rings more and it has more of a hollow sound because this is just bundled together, right? There's no center core. Like in puili, it's actually round. And so there's a little more movement and you might get some resonance from the bamboo. But the thing is, you guys, I love this thing. I love this instrument. It's actually really versatile, and I was using it earlier when I was doing some preparation for the show, and I was playing the little bundled sticks, and I've used this on my albums. I've used it on recordings, different, soundtrack stuff, albums, other people's recordings. It's just a really great sound, and it's easy to play, and you can be very precise because you're just tapping, You can tap different rhythms. It's pretty, pretty expressive. You can kind of go louder or just do a simple background beat. And if you put some reverb, you can, have different effects. So I really like the bundled sticks. I would not call this puili. I would just call it a bundled stick. And you can make your own, of course, super cheap. Just go to the store, get some sticks, and bundle them together. And you've got a nice percussion instrument. So Roseanne gets the points again. I think, didn't you win last week too? But that's what happens when you study stuff, you guys. You, you have vocabulary and knowledge, see? So congratulations, Roseanne. And let's see. You get as many points as there are sticks in here. Let me count them. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one goes to 11. All right, 11 points. Because you know what? I've been too generous with the points. You guys are too generous with the points. You're giving each other like 100,000 points. That is too many. We're going to run out, and then the show will be over early. Not good. We have to pace ourselves. So 11 points, which is 11 more than 0, which is what everyone else got. All right. Okay, you guys. Wow, we have to keep things moving here. So I'm going to talk at you for a minute about the theme today, which is chilling out, and I want to go on to another feature of the show, which is music mindfulness. And music mindfulness, for those of you who don't know, or if you're new to the show, music mindfulness is some work that I've done, kind of a body of work that asks the question, what can music teach the person who wishes to practice mindfulness? And what kind of mindfulness practice do to inform our music practice? Because I think there's so much overlap between the two. And if you study, both of those things, like mindfulness and it doesn't matter what you call it, actually. I mean, I feel like mindfulness is just another word for Taoism, actually. Some might say Buddhism, other things. Welcome, Jeremy. You're here for music mindfulness, just in time. And we're going to get back into some music and hopefully some mindfulness. But I after a long time studying kind of both things and being a musician and practicing mindfulness, I realized that they're kind of, two sides of the same coin. And a lot of the things that we do in music really just translate right over into mindfulness practices, like things like, I'll give you an example, things like deep listening, right, which we kind of talked about last week. Being aware of what's happening around you, and then also improvisation, where you need to be flexible and kind of go with the flow. I mean, that's the essence of improv, is acceptance, and then creating, but without expectation, really. And that just those two things, like those are very powerful things. Paying attention, being present in the moment, like we are in music making. And then, David said ensemble awareness. And in that way, let's look at that. Ensemble awareness. What does that mean? It means you're listening, you're paying attention, you're aware to the other people and things around you, not just people, but everything. The room, the audience, the space, maybe it's outside, it's inside, it doesn't matter. Everything is part of the ensemble. Everything is part of your awareness. And what is that? That's awareness of everything, which is part of mindfulness. And then to be non-judgmental, about it, not labeling everything, not valuing everything as like, oh, this is better than that, or this is good and this is bad, or this is, I like this and I don't like that. If you can sort of suspend judgment in that way, now you're really getting to the core of what mindfulness is, which is just beingness. It's just existing and enjoying, to me, enjoying the sensation of beingness, right? Having your life, and then enjoying that life regardless of what's happening, right? Because what's happening is just a temporary circumstance. And what's happening also is what we think about what's happening, which is what we do, right, with the circumstance. That's the layer that we place upon it, and then it becomes a value, and it becomes like yes, 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 or no, 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 and we're either moving towards or away from things. And now we're not in our center anymore, because now we're chasing things, or we're running away from things, or we're trying to grab things, or we're trying to push things away. And that's a lot of extra activity that we don't need on top of our beautiful gift of life, which is enough, you guys. I'm absolutely serious about that. I realize it might sound overly simplistic, but the fact is that it is very simple, right? The whole idea of like mindfulness and enlightenment even is very, very simple. Very simple. So I'm going to wrap this talk up with something that I mentioned last week, which is the key is not to try to do things to be mindful or to, do a lot of things to be musical even. The key is actually to stop trying to do things and just to allow things to happen. And then, including your natural abilities, your natural creativity and joy and gratitude and awareness, all of those things you have already. So if you just let those things be how they are without trying to make things happen, that's really the key to me, right? Just be in the world, and just allow your natural joy to exist, right? Without trying to be like, hey, I got to try really hard, or and I'm not saying we shouldn't be, religious. If you want to have a religion, practice a religion or a spiritual practice or whatever, that's fine. But my belief, and again, this is just my opinion, is that that stuff is extra to the practice of just enjoying your beingness, which you could do right now, starting right now, forever, right? You don't need to do anything to do that, right? You have to actually stop doing things like thinking that you need to do things to enjoy your beingness. All right. And I appreciate your guys' comments. Jeremy, is it Jerome? Sorry. Jerome, what drumming styles do you like? Has a question. So, I like anything that's good, anything that's groovy. What I tend to listen to a lot of is, I would say, music from Central and South America a lot of the time, or from West Africa. So if I had to pick one sort of general style, I would say things from the African diaspora, whether that's Brazilian, South American, Central American, or West African. That's just kind of what I end up gravitating towards listening to. And then also music that includes those elements. So not necessarily music from those places, but music that also includes, at this point, because they're so infused, they're so fused and mixed, everything's mixed together in the whole world, really, at this point. So I like things that are interesting to me and, both sonically, texturally, musically, but I tend to not like things that are just super complicated, like overly intellectual. I tend to be a pretty just simple, like visceral listener. I just like things that sound groovy and sound good. I also do like, contemporary music, though. I'm not I don't judge anything. I'll listen to like a modern piece of weird sounding music. I'll enjoy that too. I think it's just being creative and everything is interesting to me. So, I would say, yeah, I try to be pretty open to all sorts of music. And Cornelius has a question. What are your favorite salsa artists? Wow. First of all, I'm not necessarily up on the latest salsa artists, but I have a lot of Pancho Sanchez recordings. I think he has a great band and just really good arrangements. I listen to Iraquiere and Los Van Van, even though they're more like, and if they're still playing, I don't know if they're still bands, but they were very contemporary and fusion kind of salsa type stuff. All the classic stuff, the Tito Puente and Cal Jader and, any of that stuff, I like. So I can listen to salsa from, 1950 or from 2015, it's all good. We're going to get into Gimme 5, you guys, right now. But I hope that you take that music mindfulness idea with you of, chilling out and just like stop trying to do things to be spiritual and just allow yourself to feel your own innate spirituality. That's all. All right, let's do our Gimme 5. We'll get into it. And we have some new people here today. So, Roseanne will probably post the kind of guidelines, but it's really simple. All we do is you guys suggest 5 instruments that, and they really should be things that I kind of have here. And then I'll just create some music with those 5 things. And so you guys put all 5 things in one line, in the chat, and let's try to not put a lot of other stuff in the chat right now so we can kind of see what the Gimme 5 suggestions or requests are. So again, just put 5 instruments that you'd like me to like mash together into a live looped piece of music. And you could put fast, slow, or whatever if you want, tempo. Although today I might make an executive decision to just make everything kind of chill because that's our theme. But you pick the instruments and I will loop them together. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna play this in the background because I'm gonna go get my tuning thing and I'm gonna tune up this frame drum. How are we doing, you guys? Are we there? Are we there yet? So I got my frame drum tuned up, so I hope you guys pick it. All right. So we could build on what I have here in the looper and just kind of take it from there. Or if you guys, it just really depends. So let's get it. Oh yeah, we got to pick. Let's do it because we're running out of time. I can go a little longer, but let's see. Roseanne, like Alex is the Gimme 5. Hand, pan, shaker, bongos, cajon, frame drum. Okay. All right. Hand, pan, shaker, bongos, cajon, frame drum. So you know what? I'm gonna leave some of this going. Alex, this is for you and for everybody. But thanks for picking the Gimme 5 stuff. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Let's go. Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll hang out a few more minutes.
World Drum Club,